forests are an important source of food security, and it has been so for generations. People who have lived in forests for generations have learnt how to coexist and rely on the forests for their food. Today, there's a discipline called agroforestry, and the scientists go to people who live in forests to learn the indigenous ways of growing food within forests. For example, there are practices of where some of the best honey is reaped inside forests. We are told also that by 2050, there will be 9.1 billion people on the planet, and that we would have to produce 70% more food than we are producing today. The land is not getting any bigger, so there is pressure on the land. And therefore, we will have to turn to the forests more and more so that we can use forests as a source of food production while we are waiting for the trees to grow into maturity in order to yield the products that we need from the forests. The World Forestry Congress aims to create greater awareness of and an appreciation for the importance of forests in our lives, and how much around us, the touch and feel of the things that we take for granted every day, of products which come from the forests. Also globally, the community of scientists and foresters are aging. And so the other legacy we want to create is to interest young people in choosing careers in forestry. Because trees grow over many, many years. It is not the career that young people are naturally attracted to. Therefore, we are creating a number of legacy projects in South Africa, which can be associated with this conference so that forestry can remain alive until the next conference, which will take place in 6 years' time. One of the projects that we are planning is handing over a forest. It's a combination of an indigenous forest and a planted forest to a teaching university, so that the researchers and the teachers and the students can walk out of the classroom into the classroom in nature. The principal of that school tells me that a few weeks ago, one of the really old trees mysteriously fell over overnight. When the community, because they live on the campus, when they saw this, within hours, the scientists, the students were at this tree, examining its bark, examining its trees, examining the roots, the soil, to understand this phenomena and to create new knowledge about forests and what we ought to do to sustain them going into the future.